I recently met with a mentor who hired me some 25 years ago. I always remember the interview back then. He stopped me mid-sentence and he said, "You're hired." I knew we were going to get along because we shared the same source code: be brief, be bright, and be gone. And today he is a very successful CEO. And when I talked to him, I asked him how he thought he got that successful. He looked at me and he said, "Look, I told him that was really humble, but I didn't think that was the whole story. I think that most leaders in his position, they create their luck." Then this morning, I come across a post by Mark Randolph, who's the co-founder and first CEO of Netflix. And he says, success is finding something that strikes your interest. But I remember my grandfather used to tell me, don't sit there like a baby bird with your beak open waiting for a worm. You don't find passion, you develop it through mastery. Now, my grandfather never went to college, he didn't actually even finish high school, but his point, I think, is at the essence of what leaders do to become successful. They don't wait for passion to strike him like lightning. By the way, the odds of being struck by lightning are roughly 1 in 1.2 million any given year. If you're new to this podcast, I'm Bruno Aziza. I write a blog on leadership tactics and strategies, and my motto is simple: no fluff, no jargon. All blogs and guides are available for free on my Substack blog. It's 100% free, and it's all at carcast.substack.com. Again, carcast.substack.com. I record these knowledge bites to give you a sense for what's in the longer form blogs, which are all posted for free. Again, you guessed it, at carcast.substack.com. All right, so this is all well and good. My mentor, the CEO of Netflix, and my grandfather all have an opinion for how you find your passion, you find your success. But what does research say about the science of success? There's a lot of literature, of course, but I really think there are 3 key pieces of knowledge that are worth highlighting here. The first one, anything worth pursuing is worth perfecting. I have here in my hands the Atomic Habits book. You can't see it, of course, but there's a famous graphic in it that is called the Valley of Disappointment. And it refers to this frustrating period when you're doing all the work, you're doing the reps, you're writing the code, you're making the calls, but the results haven't caught up with your expectations. They're not visible yet. And during that phase, it's easy to think that you just aren't interested anymore. You haven't found your passion. But in reality, you just haven't gotten good enough to enjoy it yet. So the interpretation of this phase is not to think that your work is being wasted. It's to think it's just getting stored. And you're in fact building the foundation so the breakthrough will become visible once you've crossed the critical threshold. Another way to say this, it takes a while to get there, so don't give up too early. The second point is that, of course, success isn't a straight line. You've heard this many times. You're going to get rejected. You're going to experience setbacks. But like I've always told my kids as we're growing up, so much is available on the other side of your comfort zone. And then the third piece of research that's available to us, maybe the most important lesson, comes from another book by Angela Duckworth called Grit. And in her research, she found that the secret to success isn't in fact just talent, it is grit. And she defines it by the combination of passion and perseverance. In fact, she has a whole formula. The way to acquire a skill is to take your talent and multiply it by your effort. And once you have that skill, the way to get success or achievement is to multiply it by effort. Now you recognize here that effort counts twice, which this means that if you aren't willing to stay with it longer than the person next to you, the mastery, the resulting passion just will not arrive. All right, so that's it for this week. Let me know what you think about these short recordings. I hope you'll find them helpful. Let me know what topic you want me to talk about. And of course, you should go to carcast.substack.com to give me your comments and subscribe. I can't wait to hear from you.